I'm going to show you how you can set up and deploy laps across your Active Directory environment. For a full write-up, as well as any commands that are used in this video, you can check the blog post link in the description below. To start, I've downloaded laps. To download laps, if you just search for laps download and go to the Microsoft page, and then click the download button. The version you'll want is the laps.x64.msi. And then once you've downloaded it, just copy it to your domain controller. When you're on your domain controller with the laps executable, just right click and install, and then press next, accept the license agreement, and then under management tools, select it and press entire feature will be installed on local drive. So we're installing the entire application. Then press next and then install. Once the setup is finished, you'll need to restart your domain controller, because if you don't, you will likely have issues running the PowerShell commands required to update the schema. Now that laps has been installed, we need to update our Active Directory schema. And to do that, we can run a PowerShell as an administrator. Now I'm logged in as the domain administrator, but the user account, to actually successfully update the schema, you need to be logged into a user account that is part of the schema admins group. So once you've opened a PowerShell, to update the schema admin, to update the schema, we can run import module and then adm pwd.ps. That has imported our laps module. Then to actually update the schema, we can do update adm pwd schema and then enter, and we can see the schema has been updated and all three say success. Now we've done that, we need to update some permissions to give the computer units that we are going to use laps with the ability to update the new schema records. So to do that, we can run set adm pwd computer self permission, then org unit. Then we'll want to specify the organizational unit that our computers are stored within. So mine is workstations. So within your Active Directory, just find the organizational unit that houses all of your computers. If you've got multiple organizational units which have your workstations, just run this command multiple times against the various organizational units that store your workstations. So we can do that. Workstations. And there we can see now that our workstations organizational unit has been delegated permissions. Now what we need to do is create a security group which has the laps administrators. So what we can do is create a new security group and just call this laps admins. And then within there, I will just give domain admins. And that'll do. And you can give whoever you want permissions here, but for me, domain admins is fine. So now if we go back to PowerShell, we can set the permissions so to give anyone within that laps admins security group permission to view the updated administrator passwords. So to do that, we can do set adm pw read password permissions, and then identity, and then the name of the workstation's security group, organizational unit, and then allowed principals, and then the name of that group we've just created, which is laps admins, and then enter. And now that laps admin security group has been given permission to view the passwords when they get saved to the Active Directory. That's all we need to do from the Active Directory side. Now what we need to do is get this executable and deploy it to all the workstations. So the first thing we want to do is create a file share that every machine has access to, where we can save this lapse executable. So to do that, I'm just going to browse to my local domain, and then go to the sysfile folder, then the domain, then scripts, and then create a new folder in here called lapse. Within the lapse folder, I'm going to paste the lapse file, and this is where we're going to deploy it from. So I'll just copy this folder, then open up group policy management, and then create a new group policy. We'll call this group policy lapse, and then right click and edit. In the editor, you'll want to go to computer configuration, policies, software settings, and then software installation. Then right click new package. Then if you just browse to that same directory, select the lapse file and press open, then leave that as assigned and press OK. This will take a couple of seconds. If you just keep refreshing, eventually that package will appear in here. There we go, that package has appeared. Then what we'll want to do is browse to computer configuration, policies, administrative templates, and then go to lapse. Here is where we can actually configure our lapse policies. So the first one we want to do is enable local admin password management. Double click that, press enable. Then the next one is password settings. This is where we can actually specify what we want the password to be. So you can set the complexity. By default, this is the most complex, so we'll leave it as that. We can leave the password length as 14, and how frequently you want the password to be rotated. By default, that's 30 days. You can set that to whatever you want, between 1 day and 365 days. I'm just going to leave that as default and press apply. And then the last one we want to do is do not allow password expiration time longer than required. What this will do is this will just keep forcing it. As soon as the password has expired, it'll just force a new password change. So I'll apply that. If for whatever reason you're not using the local administrator account and it's been renamed to something else, say your company name, you can change that in here, but that probably hasn't been changed, so just leave that as not configured. Now we've got our group policy configured, we can close that, and then for the lapse group policy, we can go to our workstations organizational unit and just drag this lapse over the workstations OU and link it here. So now if we close group policy, that is all you actually have to do to get lapse up and running. So on the server we've installed it on, we can open the lapse UI and then search PC01, and it should come back with no password because it hasn't been set yet. So if I log on to PC01, and for this example we'll just force this PC to get the new policy. So to do that, we'll do group policy, command prompt, sorry, and then update group policy and force that. In a production environment, you wouldn't need to force this. You probably do it on one just to test, but you just leave it for a day or two. You would just leave it for a day or two to do this itself. Now that's updated, we can just press no to restart, then just force it to restart. We might have to do this twice. I'll open another command prompt and just force the group policy to update again. Now that that's updated, we can go back to our server, search again, and we can see now that the local password has been set. We can see when it wants to expire. And if you want to force a new expiration, you can just search, press set. Sorry, if you click the drop down and press today, and then press set, password reset request was successful. And then if we give it a minute or two and come back and press search, it will update that password. Now, another way to actually view this password without having the Laps UI installed is if you go to Active Directory, go to the Workstations OU, and then go to the PC, and then Attribute Editor. If this Attribute Editor isn't here, you will have to go to View and make sure Advanced Features is ticked. So within the Attribute Editor, you can scroll all the way down to MS something or other. Yeah, MS-MCS, and then you've got the admin password, and that will tell you what the local administrator password is for this workstation unit, as well as when it will expire. So let's see if that's refreshed. Not yet. I believe we can, it actually refreshes when a group policy is updated. So if we update the group policy and then check back in, it should update that password. There we go, and the password's changed from L something to bracket P. So that is really, that's the basics for getting Laps set up and deployed in your environment. So whichever PCs are in the organizational units that you specified during the setup, they will get Laps deployed automatically after the machine has done a group policy update and then rebooted. And then the next time it does a group policy update throughout the day, it should automatically set the password and then store it within Active Directory.